Hey, ballas, I am Squiggle. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Today's cast is going to feature Kaiser, otherwise known as Slayer's Boxer. That's right, the Emperor himself, taking on Colonel Crutcher. And of course, I always say Colonel as in COL, but it's actually Complexity. Ugh, I'll get over that one day. Complexity's Cruncher. There we go. It is going to be a Protoss versus Terran on Tal'Darim Altars. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. You can see they're spawning in cross positions right here, which just means that they are going to have a pretty fair distance between the two bases. Also, all of these watchtowers are going to be pretty important. Normally, when you see, I shouldn't say normally, but if you spawn here or here, then if the lines between the two bases are like this, then all of a sudden this Zelnaga or this Zelnaga becomes like super important because it is the one that's in between the two bases. But as you see that they are spawning like this, then the Zelnagas get messed up a little bit. There isn't quite as much emphasis put on like just one Zelnaga, but more on all of them. Now it looks like Cruncher going to be scouting after Pylon, really wants to see where Boxer is and see kind of exactly what he is planning on doing. And as we can see, he is going for surprise, surprise, a barracks. That's right. Wow, Boxer, you baller. uh, Looks like Gateway going down for Cruncher as well. So everything going to be just pretty super standard right now, and we're going to have to see. The first big thing is Boxer going to go for any kind of gas, or is he going to get up a fast Expo? I would expect an Expo because he has already missed the 13 gas. As we can see, he's on 15 supply right now. And Cruncher, meanwhile, is going to go ahead and grab an assimilator. So, yep, going to be a little bit of standard tech king coming out from Cruncher. I think he just wants to get that, warp gate started as quickly as possible. And look at this. He has found the elusive Boxer. He has found him in his lair, and he is going to be so super happy that he has found him. Meanwhile, looks like Boxer going to be going ahead and sending out this SCV, and he's going to go over here to just kind of skirt around the probe. Is the probe going to see him? Yes, indeed he is. But is he going to be able to block him? It does not look like he will because there is a Marine coming out right now. And he's actually just delaying it until this probe leaves so that Cruncher, who I'm pretty sure is 99% sure that Boxer is going to be throwing down that command center. But since he didn't see it, he's not going to be 100% sure. And he doesn't know if Boxer is going to be, and this is something Boxer would totally do, is he would go over there, he would start making the command center, and then he would cancel it, throw down like a bajillion more racks, and just all in him and win. We've seen him do crazy stuff like that before. I've seen Boxer do things like put down a gas geyser and then put guys in it until the probe leaves and then pull guys off, put down 3 more racks and 4 rack somebody. Like, I have seen it. I've even seen him put down the bunker at the front to make it look like he's teching. He did all that stuff, and then he just went mass Marines. It was pretty cool. I think he actually lost that game. But the mind games, dang it, were freaking awesome. So yes, yes indeed. Looks like Cruncher going to be content to just be on one gas for a little bit. You can see he does have his second Nexus up as well. Going to be a little bit behind Boxer's. And Boxer with this bunker, it should be pretty safe against any kind of silliness that Cruncher decides to do. If we look at the units tab right now, we can see that Boxer behind by a couple of SCVs right now, but that's not that big of a deal because he had to stop and get to that orbital command, which means that, of course, that time is going to be enough time for a couple of chrono boosted probes to come out. But he does have this thing called a, let's see if it's still up. Yes, indeed it is, a mule. So that means that he is going to be actually ahead in economy wise, I believe, because mules are really good. And if you're not a Terran player, I'm sure you are QQing right now because of how good mules are. But that is okay. Regardless, we're going to head back to this game. We're going to see this Marine getting off a few extra pop shots on this Stalker. The Stalker's going to be like, well, that was rude. But whatever. He's going to let his shields regen just a little bit. Look how fast those shields regen. Already back to full shields. But there is this bunker here, so this Stalker not really going to be able to do much at all. And it looks like Boxer are going to be continuing to just get a lot of Marines, also adding on concussive shells and getting a Marauder out. And ejecting all of these Marines out and going to be running up as close as he possibly can to this Stalker, doing a lot of damage to the Stalker. And Cruncher really needs to keep this Stalker alive. He needs all of his units in the beginning of this game. And look at Boxer going to be swinging over here with additional Marines. And this Stalker is not not going, I mean, he's totally trapped at this point. There's nowhere for him to go. The noose is tightening, and the Stalker goes down. So nice little micro, nice little splitting by Boxer to take out that first Stalker for pretty much nothing. We can see now Cruncher sending across 2 more Stalkers. He needs to be careful because there are Marauders out. Slow is almost done. Slow is now done. And as this slow finishes, this second Stalker is going to be taken out as well. Man, look at that. So good. So good for Boxer. And look at Boxer with a nice supply lead early in the game and pushing across the map. He is going to have total map control for the time being, continuing to just rally out this Marine Marauder combo. And with the early slow, I mean, the Stalkers are just going to have to be so careful. Looks like good positioning by Cruncher here. Going to be able to put a lot of pressure on this Marauder. There's the scan, but it looks like Cruncher foresaw that and was already pulling back, so he's going to be able to live. But look at this, a lot of units coming in for Boxer right now, and Cruncher with only 3 Stalkers getting a bunch of probes, pulling a bunch of probes. And Boxer is being really, really careful here. Does not want to overextend. You can see he's just poking in, doing a little bit of damage, not really hurting anything at all. I think he tried to kill that pylon, but decided against it, and a whole bunch more Stalkers are going to be morphing in right now. So as these Stalkers come in here, I think Boxer's going to be like, yeah. Well, actually, he's going to push in for a little bit more, do some damage. Just really doing damage to the shields, though, not really a lot to the actual units. And now he is going to go ahead and, I think, pull back. Yes, indeed, he is. So, nice hold by Cruncher. Supplies have equalized. And good job by Boxer not losing all of his forces. Unlike me, when I play, I'm like, charge! And then I just kind of go back to my base and macro and forget about my army. This is really bad. Something I need to work on. Okay, so looks like Cruncher doing nice little scouting around here. Just wants to make sure nothing crazy, no kind of counterattacks or swing arounds are happening. But no, in fact, Boxer is going to go all the way back to his base, it appears, where he does still have this bunker. Also has this missile turret, so just in case there was High Templar, he would be ready. We can see that he is getting +1 infantry weapons, also stim, just about done for these Marines and Marauders, and both of them controlling one of the Zelnaga watchtowers. You can see how weird the Zelnaga watchtower situation is, because really this Zelnaga doesn't even provide full coverage. You really need to control both Zelnagas on your side, as opposed to just the one if you're spawning in different spots. Yeah, you can see Cruncher now has control of both of his Zelnagas, and it looks like, oh, thought that was a or it is a factory. I thought it was a command center. But it looks like Boxer just going to be scouting with that factory. So he is not going to be trying to do any kind of mech play this game at all. And let's see, do we have? Yes, indeed, we have a starport out. A couple of medevacs on the way. So now we can see it looks like Boxer going to be moving out again with about the same size force, just a little bit larger. Going to be able to heal up these units. Stim is done. And with these medevacs, it gives him a lot more both range of vision. If he decides to come up here, he can get vision without scanning, but also he can drop back here. This is why Cruncher has the pylon right there. So just all kinds of stuff that Boxer can do. Looks like he was trying to push Cruncher off of this Zelnaga, but Cruncher is going to push back and kill that Marine. But Marines and Marauders galore coming up here, and Cruncher is going to have to fall back, losing that probe, who oh so faithfully stood his post until the very end. Another probe. This guy was just AFK. He's going to go ahead and die for ire, give his life for really no good reason. There is an observer right now. This observer going to be trying to follow around the army of Boxer, but have to be a little bit careful because Boxer will see that little ripple and he will scan that so fast. But look at this. Cruncher already prepared, has his entire army over here ready for the drop. Oh, I got to be careful. Going to be moving this. Oh, and I'm losing quite a bit of that drop. So Cruncher, nice job there, able to snipe one of those medevacs about half full. And now Boxer has to be a little bit careful. Was not able to do the damage that he wanted to, and in fact lost a good amount of Marines and Marauders for no damage at all. So going to be reinforcing with his units here and gearing up for another attack. Does have 3 medevacs now, and a bunch of Marines and Marauders going to be stimming and running up and sniping. There are no units. He's going to settle for an assimilator and maybe a pylon. Yes, he gets the assimilator, he gets the pylon. So no gas coming out, and this probe took 1 damage. And it looks like now he is going to go ahead and maybe pull back, maybe just chill here for a little bit. He does have good map control right now. This Cruncher is actually being really, really careful with this observer, keeping him well away from the army so that he cannot get scanned and killed. Nice play by Cruncher there. All right, looks like Cruncher now is going to be on the offensive. Has a few sentries, has stalkers, has zealots, no kind of blinker charge coming out yet. Looks like, ooh, look at this Mobius reactor going down, and as well as +2/+1. So we're going to see some ghosts coming out here in the not too distant future. Also looks like there is a 3rd expansion up for Cruncher, who I've been neglecting this game. I apologize. and Boxer throwing down an expansion somewhere as well. There we go. So he's probably going to go, that placement would suggest he's going to take this right here. Nice job with this factory by Boxer. Look at this. In this little plateau area up top, he's just going to be chilling, going to get some decent line of sight and just see troop movements and the like. And meanwhile, Boxer just going to fall back. And Cruncher now with the supply lead by just a little bit. We can go ahead and check out the units tab. We can see 74 probes for Cruncher over the 57 SCVs, but there are 3 mules, so we'll call it even. And also, it looks like a bunch of Colossus being made now as well versus the just Marines and Marauders, although we do have 4 Ghosts on the way out. 4 ghosty Ghosts, and with those, oh, looks like a Planetary Fortress being morphed. When those Ghosts finish, then a whole bunch of these shields, actually all of these shields and probably all this energy are going to be pretty much worthless. Oh, Boxer needs to be a little bit careful, does not want to lose these medevacs, loses 1 for absolutely nothing. And this Stalker from Cruncher just needs to sit there and laugh and chuckle, which he is doing right now. Now notice that Cruncher is getting armor before he gets weapons. See, +2 is just about to finish, but +3 armor is going down for Cruncher as well, who's getting a Dark Shrine. Oh, baby. So he's going down multiple tech trees here. Does not have Blink, does not have Charge yet. Does have Colossus and is getting Dark Templar. So also +3, I believe, just finished. No, he just canceled +3. Oops, that's got to be a misclick. But regardless, looks like now Boxer going to be pushing out just a little bit. He has 2-1 done, not starting any kind of more upgrades right now. Getting an additional Ghost. There goes Blink, getting researched, and now it looks like a couple of medevacs going to be dropping, and Boxer with his Ghost as well. That's a lot of Ghosts, not gonna lie. That's 1, 2, carry the 2. That's like 9 Ghosts right now. Man, oh man, man. That's pretty scary because Ghosts and Boxer get along very, very well. Just gonna say, just saying. All right, so where is that drop? Where's the drop? There's one of them. There's 2 of them. And where are they going? It looks like they're gonna swing all the way around here, where there is a beautifully placed pylon by Cruncher. But I don't actually know if he's going to be able to see it because Boxer's going to stick to this high ground where the pylon does not have vision. And here he goes now, going to be moving around here. Another pylon going down by Cruncher. He's doing an amazing job of spreading pylons, actually. Wow, that's phenomenal. And looks like he is going to go over here and drop at this expansion. If he sees that it's there, he may not even know it's there until he flies past it. Just curious to see what he's doing. I'm trying to follow this drop so I don't miss it. And this drop is just zigzagging all over the place. Now it's going to go over here. It's going to see this pylon. He's going to skirt away from it. But now Cruncher knows something's up. You can see Cruncher is reacting with his army. There goes the scan. And actually Cruncher's splitting up his army because I think he knows there are Ghosts out. Here come a little group of Marines and Marauders going to come in here and try to do some damage. They are going to get picked up on most of them. One Marine left behind. And now they're going to get dropped on the high ground. And where is the Observer? It doesn't need an Observer. There's a Colossus there. And these units are absolutely going to get cleaned up. And Cruncher with a pretty devastating victory there. Nice job by him just reacting with his entire army. Meanwhile, Boxer still on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, yep, it looks like 3 bases for Boxer, although he is floating his 4th right now, but there's a DT there, the Manor DT, to stop that base from dropping. So nice job there. Going to be throwing down a, there we go, I was going to say that actually won't work too well while that guy's there. Okay, so now there goes the scan, he's dead, and now we can, continue as normal. Looks like there was a little engagement I missed there, oopsie-doops. And this is a scary amount of Colossus coming out for Cruncher. Looks like he has 5 Colossus right now, adding on 2 more robotics facilities, 6 gateways, and gravitic, it's not a word, gravitic boosters. I believe that's the observer speed. Yeah. So, okay, here we go, and looks like here could be a pretty big battle, and EMPs going off everywhere. There we go, and look at these Vikings. Oh, no, look, there's actually no ranged units left, except the 1 Stalker for Cruncher, who absolutely got destroyed in that engagement. Now these Vikings are on the prowl, man. They are not going to stop. He got 1. He got 2 Colossus so far. Is he going to get a 3rd? It looks like he very may well, in fact, get a 3rd. Look at this, making 2 more Colossus, dropping an additional Colossus here, and these Vikings are not done, man. They're going to keep going until there is sufficient anti-air. And there's another Colossus going down. Tons of Stalkers being warped in, but I don't know if he's going to be able to save these Colossus. It looks like another Colossus going down, and going to focus down the last Colossus as well. So these Vikings will not be denied. Wow, and look at this. Boxer following up with all of his bio, since they are pretty strong when there is not any Colossus. Still has a ton of EMPs left and snipes for these ghosts, and able to just do a ton of damage. These Vikings actually managed to live, which I didn't think they would. Oh, a bajillion DTs coming out for Cruncher, and it looks like there is no kind of scan yet. So these DTs going to do a lot of damage. There's a scan, and these Marines and Marauders going to be trying desperately. There's EMPs as well. It looks like they're going to be killing all, but oh, the snipe kills that last Dark Templar rather, and there goes that expansion. The Dark Templar Shrine could go down as well, and it looks okay. Nope, never mind. Not going to go down. He does not need that to go down at all. Meanwhile, it looks like there is 2 Stalkers and a DT just chilling back here, out of range of this Planetary Fortress, who is very, very mad about that. But this Stalker does have 12 kills. Meanwhile, charge is done for these Zealots. Ooh, nice EMP taking off all of these shields, and it looks like they will definitely go down. Couple more Colossus coming out, but just too many units, and it looks like these Colossus will definitely go down. Are doing a good amount of damage. This guy, like I said, 7 kills already. Whoa, almost leaving him alive. There we go. And now Marines and Marauders, and mainly actually Marauder Ghost coming in here and going to be sniping off this Nexus, scanning again because there are more DTs. These DTs are doing such a good job. Looks like one will escape with 0 kills. You can see nice upgrades going on, but it doesn't matter. There is the GG. So Boxer gonna take this one from Cruncher, and Cruncher was way ahead in supply at one point, but you know what? Boxer will not be denied. Nice job dropping everywhere. He got those ghosts. He had good EMPs, snipes all over the place, and he scanned, so he did not get caught off guard by those DTs. But really what it came down to is this one attack right here where Cruncher lost all of his Stalkers up front and literally ran all this way across the map, losing Colossus the entire time until he only had 2 Colossus left here. They both got picked off by the Vikings, and without that huge Colossus count that he had, the Marines and Marauders and Ghosts were just too strong. So that was really what happened that game. Nicely played by Boxer. Congratulations. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, leave comments down below. Squiggles has left the game.